Good morning, class. I hope you are doing well. And today we are going to start our new chapter from book Flamingo, chapter number 3 from prose section, and that is Deep Water. The name of the chapter is Deep Water. Who is the author of this chapter? William Douglas. William Douglas is the author of Deep Water. Now, as the name Deep Water, we can understand that it is related to something either by fear of water, or it might be swimming or something related to water it is. This is clear, right? So before we start our chapter, let's read about the author. So the author of the chapter is William Douglas, 1898 to 1980. Was born in Maine, Minnesota. After graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in English and Economics, he spent 2 years teaching high school in Yakima. However, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. He met Franklin Roosevelt at Yale and became an advisor and friend to the president. Douglas was a leading advocate of the individual rights. He retired in 1975 with a team lasting 36 years and remains the longest serving justice in the history of the court. The following excerpt is taken from Of Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. It reveals how, as a young boy, William Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter, how he finally overcame it. Notice how the autobiographical part of this selection is used to support this discussion of fear. So now, after reading about the author, we have come to know on the following points that this is an autobiographical part and it's an essay which has been extracted from Of Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. And this chapter is basically about the fear of water and the time when the author was afraid of water and thereafter. So we are going to study the circumstances, the adventures, or so many different things which have had happened in the life of the author. So we also came to know that he was an advisor and friend to President Roosevelt. As a child, he had a deep-rooted fear of water, right? So this will start from a point when the author was a child. So you see, in the next part it is, notice these words and expressions in the text, infer their meaning from the context. So there are some words given to us and we have to notice these words and expression, and we will also learn the meanings of these words. So let's start. As a child, he had a deep-rooted fear of water. Once he was knocked down by a powerful wave on a beach while he was with his father. Later, he was so scared of water that he dared not to go near it. It means what happened when he was with his father and he was knocked down by a wave of water on the beach. So since then he started fearing water and he never dared to go near water. Ironically, he wished to be a swimmer. And the irony of this thing is he wanted or wished to be a swimmer. He chose YMCA pool to learn swimming. But there he had a more dreadful misadventure. A strong young man hurled him into the pool where it was 9 feet deep. Twice, Douglas managed to come up, but he could not swim to the edge. He was helpless, terrified, panicky, and paralyzed. What happened? A young man hurled him up into the pool, which was 9 feet deep, and Douglas did not know how to swim. So he was helpless, terrified, panicky, and paralyzed. The fear of death seized him because he was thinking that I would die. But finally he became unconscious. He passed into oblivion. There were no terror. He made no effort to escape. It was a powerful experience when he was nearly dead. Later, Douglas was saved and he learned to overcome his fear. Now what happened? He was very afraid of water, as we have learned above. But he was also terrified because he was thrown into the pool which was 9 feet deep, and he also became unconscious into the water. But later Douglas was saved and he learned to overcome his fear. But he realized that we need not be afraid. He lived and enjoyed life intensely. So this line is very important, that he realized that we need not to be afraid. What he is trying to tell in this story would be that we must not be afraid of anything. We must learn how to deal with the circumstances. He lived and enjoyed life intensely. And after becoming a person who is full of courage, he lived his life beautifully and enjoyed intensely. Right? So this was the introduction to the chapter and about the author. And we will continue the reading in our next video. I hope you would have understood the part we have discussed. Thank you and have a nice day.